Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of An Irrelevant YouTuber Tries to Get Content by Making Fun of Instagram Models. I know, another video on those Instagram kids. You're probably tired of them by now, but I really just couldn't resist because the whole Instagram model community is a content goldmine that could last me 2 years of daily uploading just making videos about these kids. Today we aren't going to be talking about the Instagram F-boy cringe. We're going to be talking about how Instagram stars are manipulating their fans, kind of similar to my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, here's a link here. I highly suggest you watch it. As I mentioned in my last video, a lot of these Instagram stars are growing their platforms by doing really sketchy and slimy things in order to grow, because they can't grow their fan bases off of their content alone. But I get it, you're a one-trick pony. You can't only profit off of your looks. You also have to do some other things as well. They promise to follow back their fans, they promise to add them in group chats, they promise they'll give them their number. They just make all these lies in order to boost their following count. And although admittedly that's really bad, there are some Instagram stars who are promising MacBooks and iPhones. How desperate can you get? And what makes this worse is that these iPhone and MacBook giveaways are fake. They're not real. OMG guys, Apple just hooked us up with 1,000 free iPhone X's. Follow us to enter. Why would a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Apple give away iPhones for free to these random Instagram models who hardly have any following? Normally when companies agree to do giveaways with social media stars, there's normally something in it for them. They might be a smaller company that's looking to give stuff away, so maybe it will promote their business sales. But with a company like Apple partnering with these Instagram models, it doesn't really make much sense. Like, what is Apple going to gain from this? All you gotta do to get these iPhones is follow everyone listed. That's a lot of Instagram accounts. I also enjoy how they're promising 1,000 free iPhones and there's only 5 iPhones in the picture, and the photo looks like some generic iPhone photo you'd find on like Google Images. Here we have a slightly more believable post from the same guy where he takes a photo of a bunch of iPhones to make it look like that he has all these iPhones just in his basement. He then goes on to say that they are running out, and if you follow him immediately, you have a good chance of winning one. They aren't willing to grow by having patience and making content. They just want followers now. They want to be famous now. And this is a common tactic that these Instagram people use. They make it sound urgent. They're like, you have to do this now. If you don't do this, you're not gonna win. And it's funny because after they post these, they then delete them like 2 hours later and then pretend like it never happened. Here we have an even better one from someone named Tanner, and he says that they are shipping 4,000 iPhones to the first 4,000 people who follow his friends. You're promising 4,000 free iPhones and you have a picture of one iPhone. 4,000 is already a ridiculous number in itself. Nobody believes you. At least make it somewhat believable. Now, if you thought that they just give away iPhones, oh boy, are you wrong. They're also giving away MacBooks. OMG guys, we are giving away 100 free MacBook Pros. All you have to do is follow all of us below. That's all you gotta do. Just follow them and you'll get a free MacBook. And instead of taking a photo of the MacBooks, he takes a shirtless photo of himself. So I decided to confront him about the MacBooks in live stream, and he assured me that the giveaways were legit. They were completely real.
Why did you lie about MacBooks, LOL? No one's lied about MacBooks. We're actually giving them away.
And if you're like me, you probably think this is a little fishy. Well, don't worry. They offer us hardcore evidence that these giveaways are real. The conversation reads, "Hey man, I just want to say thanks for my new MacBook Air. I didn't win the iPhone, but I don't care. This is way better." Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. No problem. I'm so glad it finally came. Me too. I was telling my friend that if it was a scam, I was gonna unfollow. But y'all came through. Yeah, I can vouch, y'all are legit. And funny enough, the guy that won this free MacBook is ironically an Instagram model. It's almost like he's friends with them and they're kind of helping each other by lying. That is some hardcore evidence, so I don't really know what else there is to say. I might as well stop filming this video because these giveaways are definitely legit. And you may be thinking, well, what about the iPhone giveaways? Are those true as well? Well, don't worry. Of course I have evidence. Of course they posted evidence. Why would they be lying about this? All right, so here we have a really long conversation. I'm gonna try to summarize it because I don't have enough time to read this entire conversation word for word. But basically, he goes on to say, "Hey, I thought this was a scam, but I actually got it. I just wanted to say thanks to all of you, and I have followed and turned on post notifications." I like how he also says, "I followed you and turned on your post notifications." Like, as if you do that, you have a better chance of winning the giveaway. Then he goes on to say how his mom doesn't make a lot of money, and because they gave him this iPhone, his life's changed, or something like that. Now, if that's not enough evidence for you, here's a video of a girl vouching on camera that the giveaways are legit.
Excuse my hair, but this is crazy. I just won this iPhone. It's iPhone 10. Look. You see it? from light skinned God. Go get you one. It is no joke. Excuse my hair.
I like how she already has the new iPhone X and already she has a case and a pop socket for it. But there's your evidence. There's no chance that these giveaways aren't real. She said it right there. It's not fake. Why would she be lying about that? I was convinced. I was hooked. So I decided to DM some of these Instagram people, begging them to get an iPhone. And I DM'd this one guy and I asked him for an iPhone and he said, sure, what's your address? I'll ship it out today. Now, let me just say, this is probably one of the least organized iPhone giveaways I've ever seen. Giveaways aren't supposed to work where you just ask them and they give it to you. You're supposed to follow like some guidelines, but apparently me just asking for one, I was gonna be able to get it, which was a little sketchy. So I decided to give him my address. It wasn't my best move. So then I followed up a day later and I was like, have you shipped them yet? And he's like, no, I haven't shipped them. And then I kept following up and then he left me on red and ghosted me. That's what they do. They make it seem like they're actually gonna give you this thing and then they don't. And I need to make it clear, I sent a ton of DMs to all these Instagram people promising these free giveaways, and I always either got left on red or just flat out ignored. I DM'd a lot of them asking for proof, like if they had actual evidence that these giveaways were real, like if they had a photo with them with their face and then the thing of iPhones in the background, or if they had video evidence of them sending out the iPhones to the people. But of course, none of them did. None of them gave me any evidence. And what made this insanely difficult is that it was hard to find the ringleader of this operation. I didn't know who was behind this whole fake iPhone giveaway because it looked like all these Instagram people were kind of banding together to mislead their fans and promote these fake giveaways. One guy I DM'd said he didn't even know that there was an iPhone giveaway and he didn't know why he was a part of it. He basically said how he and his friend agreed to tag each other in all the posts that they do, so that's why he was listed. So they're basically all tagging each other to help each other out, and most of the time they don't even know what they're being tagged in, which is pretty sketchy. And as I said, he had no idea that he was involved with this, and he said he didn't even know if the giveaway was real or not. But as I said, there are many accounts involved and no one knows who's exactly in charge for shipping them out. But after a while, I figured out who the main culprits of this whole giveaway scam were. I found a video by this Instagram model named Xavier, and here's what he had to say.
Hey, what's up guys, it's me, Xavier, and me and Light Skin God are giving away free iPhones and Apple Watches to the first 1,000 people to follow all of the users below. So if you want to win, make sure to follow everyone in the caption and comment me when you're done. If you do not follow everyone, we will not pick you, so make sure to follow everyone in the caption.
I like how now they're giving away Apple Watches too. It's not just iPhones and MacBooks. Also, it's clearly a voiceover. You can hear the little mic static at the end. He just took footage from somebody else, muted their audio, and then voiced over his own audio. There's no video of him with the iPhones in the background. There's no video of him with the actual audio from the original clip. There's none of that. So I can't say with 100% certainty that these giveaways are fake, but I also can't say that they're real. As I said, I kept doing my investigative journalism. I kept DMing around, getting ignored by a ton of Instagram people. But one person actually responded to me. I'm gonna be blurring their name out. I'm not gonna be saying their gender. I'm not gonna be saying any of that. Basically, they said that all these giveaways are fake and that they had actually done one before, but they felt bad, so they stopped doing it. And I can respect that a lot. You know, they had done it before, they felt bad, so they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this anymore. And I thought that was really mature. And now I've made another video about Instagram models and I leave feeling sick to my stomach. These guys promise an insane amount of free stuff and they don't say how they got it. They don't offer any evidence or proof. There's no way of us knowing if these are actually real. That's all I have to say. I'll definitely be taking a break from making videos about these Instagram models because it really infuriates me. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. If you agree or disagree with me, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to start a discussion. I really want to hear what you have to say. But that's going to be it for today's video. I really appreciate you watching and I'll see you next week.